Scraps at YouTube, Prairie Scraps, I guess Prairie Scraps at YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, all of those places. My private crafting group is Prairie Scraps Chalking. So hopefully if you're joining me live, I was trying to figure out, I don't have, oh, this is kind of like in my way, isn't it? It's my overhead for doing reels and TikTok and all that kind of thing. So anyway, I'm in all the places, so look me up and let me know you're here. Hey, Stephanie, good to see you. I'm glad you joined me. I am going to be working with the brand new September transfer for the monthly club. Hey, Zara, good to see you. Now all of a sudden I'm hoping I'm in the right place. I hope I'm in Prairie Scraps Chalkin'. I guess it's all right if I'm not. But this is, I have a monthly club, craft club, and you get one of these transfers, an exclusive transfer every single month in the mail, which includes the shipping for $21.99. And then you get 3 of these little paste packets to go with it. They're single-use paste packets, but I can tell you from my own experience, it actually goes a lot longer than one use, so be ready. Hey, Linda, good to see you. Make sure that you come on and say hey. Tell me where you're watching from. And if you want more information on that club, let me know. Just put club down in the comments and I will get that information to you. It's okay to just check it out. Lots of great things that happen when you are in the club. Because not only do you get this free, or for not free, $21.99 a month for our club, you get an exclusive transfer. You cannot purchase this. You can't just go online and order this. And then those 3 paste packets, and then there's always specials every single month or most months for club members as well that are exclusive. And this month's, if you are a club member, go ahead and check it out. Go online and sign in, and there are some transfers that are on a deal. I think 50% off A-size transfers. So they're like $5.49. So a bunch of A-size transfers. That's the 5x7 size that are 50% off. I don't even think you have to have any sort of purchase or anything for that. So that's kind of fun. So that is the deal this month. So let me know if I can get you more information if that wasn't very clear. Let me know if you have any questions. And I thought for my first transfer this month, I thought I would try doing a t-shirt because I really like it. Do you see? This is the transfer. It says grateful for this day. I think it's kind of pretty. And I couldn't find any t-shirts that were anything but red right now. I don't know. I had a black long sleeve one and then this, and I didn't want to go really super dark. I've already got a black t-shirt that I used last year's Grateful, you know, that thankful, grateful. It looks kind of like Grateful Dead printing. But I am putting our ink mat in here in this t-shirt. And I think these were like $1. They went on sale at our Family Dollar for $1. So, and they are actually usually, oh, I guess it's not, yeah, it is. It's Hanes. Hanes. So, you know, little name brandish there. So that is what we're going to use for this transfer this month, is this red, and they only had red, so that, I think that's why it was $1. Maybe $1, $2, I don't know. I like under $3 for t-shirts because then I can do whatever I want and I can change out my, I'm cheap. I can't help it. I'm cheap. So let me get this down. See if I don't know if I made it worse or better, or I think I'm going to have to put you down. I'm sorry. We're moving you around on YouTube. But there we go. Now I think you can see. All right, so you get the idea. It's a t-shirt, just a plain t-shirt. And we're going to use ink today, so it is permanent. And I'm just trying to get kind of this mat, this ink mat is nice because it's got sticky. You could use a piece of cardboard for this as well. That would also work. And one little extra thing I like to use, this is the adult one. I like to use, I got this in a 4-pack on Amazon for like under $2. If you need a link, just put I don't know, shirt thing down there and I can send you a link. Shirt, little t-shirt or whatever. I don't care. I like it because I can get that arrow marked up on the collar. And then I found that usually if I can line it up like I did this t-shirt, if I can line that arrow up with the middle of the transfer, that helps me line it up without actually having to measure. I'm not a measurer. I'm kind of an eyeballer. And so there's that. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just putting this down here. With that, I kind of use the tag as the middle place. I sure hope they put tags in the middle. Wouldn't that be bad if I lined it all up? I also kind of eyeball it. I don't, you know, try to eyeball it right in the middle, side to side, top to bottom. And then I like to use the bottom of this for lining up my transfers when I use a whole transfer. And I usually like this B-size transfer because it's 8.5 by 11. And they're kind of, I don't know. It seems like our club transfers, a lot of them, not only can use them on pictures and on other things, but a lot of them lately have been actually great for t-shirts. So, or at least off and on there. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to line it up and I'm going to make sure side to side I have it kind of laid out here. And like I said, I don't always do things by measuring. You could measure if you would like to. I'm way too, I don't know, lazy. So this is the backing that comes out of it. This is a sticky silk transfer. So there's fabric in those places that looked white. I think you could see that. See the fabric in there? It's kind of, can you see that? Put my fingers in there. And usually if we were going to use this on like a piece of wood, you know, another item, like a sticky item, I would fuzz it off by putting it either on my fuzzing cloth. This is the fuzzing cloth. Or I would put it on my t-shirt and get some fuzz on it so that it doesn't stick so bad. But because we're doing a t-shirt, I don't have to do that. So, hey, I just noticed this has... I never have a ruler. That's my issue. I do think, I don't know. It looks like the center, but sometimes, you know, our manufacturers are not so great anymore. I don't know. Everything seems to come from China, and it doesn't look great. So I don't know what I'm going to even do on this. I haven't even thought about it. Obviously, with fall, I would normally do, oh, I've got Dune, one of my favorite colors. That's a good one. I was contemplating gold shimmer in ink. These are all ink, so these are permanent. So what I'm going to do is the ink, and I can't use red because this is red. I do have white and I have black, but I think oh yeah, I have Bumblebee, one of my favorites. And then I know I also have no red. Candy apple red is not good. Pink. I have black. Not sure I want to go black. I have a little bit of white left. We're kind of running out of white. Oh, I've got this one. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm not sure. I do have like a light. Ooh, what is that? This is papaya, and then I've also got, ooh, orange peel. So there are two different colors of orange. I might do that. Got lots of options, don't I? Lots of colors. All right, so the only other one I don't have out here, actually, now that I'm looking at it, it kind of, you hear like motors running in the background. We have a fire just down, a couple fires just down the way, pretty big. They've been blowing up. And so they're based, usually the smoke jumpers are based out of our town. Hey Sue, good to see you. Hey Michelle, nice to see you. We're making a t-shirt today. I think I have this a little bit cockeyed, so I'm gonna pull it and do it again. And I can actually kind of see, it wasn't much. It was very slightly towards this way, I think. All right. You want to keep your backing so that, I don't know, really, you want to keep your backing so you can put it back on. I don't know. It does seem like it's a little shifted this way. Just a tad. So we're gonna maybe, I never know how to get these. So I made a t-shirt last Christmas, and I always think about this when I make t-shirts now. I made a t-shirt with my vintage truck on it for Christmas and put a Christmas tree in it, you know, the whole 9 yards. And anyway, so all of a sudden I was talking about with my girlfriend, we were talking about this shirt that I had made for Christmas. And I said, you know, I didn't think about it when I made it, but, you know, I was hoping the wheels didn't turn up on my, you know, important parts. And anyway, she goes, they did. And I'm like, because I was wearing it. And I was like, it freaked me out. And no, it doesn't really. It actually was below there, except, you know, I guess if I didn't wear a bra, it would be covering them because they fall. But anyway, she got me all nervous about that. So now all I can think about when I do t-shirts is, where are things going to fall on my chest? There's a little spider in here. All right. I'm not distracted at all. So I'm trying to think, like, there's like 4 acorns on here. I know that I could do the leaves in like orange and yellow. And then maybe I do these outside ones like in the dune, and then the words in dune so they kind of match. I don't know. So many decisions. I don't know how the gold will show up here either, so I don't know. I don't know if I want to do gold shimmer. It is pretty though. There's that spider. There are live beans in here. We're out in the camper, little Airstream camper. Go. It keeps bothering me. Okay. What do you guys think? Votes for colors. The acorns is what my quandary is. I don't have any brown. I have black. And I suppose I could do a little mixing. I could mix up a little black with the dune and make it darker. So maybe I'll make the acorns dune, and then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little bit of black. I'm going to do some mixing. I've never done this. I hardly ever do this because we have so many colors and so many ink colors. But I think this is worth a try. What do you guys think? See if I can figure something out here. I don't know how much to do. That's the other thing. I don't want to waste too much. Our ink is non-toxic. It is permanent once you heat set it. And so, and it's actually pretty permanent. See, I'm right down to the last of the ink. This ink is like 4 years old. And so it's kind of a, we have a totally quiet neighborhood until I get online. And now the neighbors are noisy. It's a thing. Ooh. Don't want this to fall off. Somebody was just saying they mixed the black velvet with something to make it darker. This is not darker yet. All right, I'm just gonna put that there. I don't know, that didn't get very far, that's for sure. I'm gonna scoop out over here. I don't know. My black, it might be done. Might be done. Oh, that's kind of gritty looking. But I also know that every time I've used it, even though it's kind of thick, it still works. Well, this doesn't look brown at all. What makes brown? What colors make brown? Hello, hello, hello. We are doing a t-shirt, and I'm trying to mix some colors to make a darker, like I don't have brown. I don't have bark. That's my favorite brown color. I'm actually running out of it in chalk paste right now too. I don't know, that just looks black. Actually, it looks gray. That's what it looks like. It's gray. I created gray. Put some more dune in here. See if I can, I don't know. Does orange create? What makes brown? So I thought maybe dune would be enough. It looks, see that? It looks kind of gray. That's not exactly the look I'm going for. In fact, it's not a very pretty color. I don't know. What colors make brown? Does anybody know? Can somebody Google that for me? What makes brown? I don't know why I have orange peel and I have papaya. I must have thought I didn't have any. I'll put a little papaya in here. What do you think? I don't know. It seems like brown shouldn't be hard to make. Clearly, I did not get an art degree. Sometimes Facebook is not showing me things, so please comment so that I can know people are out there. If you have any questions, let me know. So week 2 of the official, yeah, I don't think this is turning out to be a very nice color at all. This is like gray, I guess, you know, if you want gray. This is not bad, but all right, well that was a bust. I don't know what color to do. For some reason I think I thought I had, so I'm setting that aside because that's a mess. I don't like that at all. It's not brown. It's kind of like gray. All right, and now I have my fingers messy. Maybe I'll do more of a hot mess idea so I can use all of these colors and kind of blur them together. They usually turn out pretty good, I think. So that might be what I'm gonna do. We'll see. This is creative time, I guess. Is orange peel open? Yep. Oh no. It looks like it's like all on the top. All right. Oh my goodness. This doesn't even look like it was washed. It's still got teal on it. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do here. I hope I didn't just get that on the shirt. Don't know. I think I want to do dune around the outside. And then I might do some, I'm going to hold off on this a little bit. Maybe just clean it off. This is the most nerve-wracking part because it is permanent. I don't want it on my clothes. If you catch it while it's wet, you can usually kind of get it off. And if you have to, like, use Tide, you know, to clean it off, I've heard the Tide pens work really well. I maybe, look at me, I'm like full of ink. So I maybe should have Tide on hand, Tide pens on hand, because I'm kind of messy. I'm going to put this away because I don't want it to get all over. All right, I'm shutting this for now. And I think I'm going to start around the outside edges with dune. And that's what I'm going to start with. I want to make sure this is clean. See, it looks like it actually was used and then never washed. They kind of look the same when you use... all right, so dune it is. I like dune a lot. It's kind of like an off-white color. It's really kind of pretty. So Make sure this is down. And I think I want the Grateful for this day in Dune as well. So I'm just going to start there. The nice thing about using ink is that it doesn't dry in the transfer. When you use chalks in the transfer, you do want to kind of work quickly and not let it dry in the transfer, because it this actually had a little bit of, I don't know what. I'm just going to set that aside. So you can leave it sit. And actually, sometimes with the t-shirts, it does really soak through. It soaks into it. This is not at all like using vinyl, where sometimes it comes off and it just sits on the top and it actually doesn't meld in. This is actually sinking in. So I'm seeing that, like, when I put this Dune on here, it already looks like it's pink almost, like, because it's soaked into the red. So I may have to do this Dune a couple of times to make sure it doesn't look pink, because I don't want it to look pink. I want it to look kind of fallish. But I'm not ready. We're still kind of pretty warm temperatures. I'm not ready to wear long sleeve just yet. I'm not ready to give it up. Although last night it was like, I don't know, 60s, 68 at a soccer game that we went to last night, and that felt cold. Sure does feel cold, doesn't it, when it does drop? And we drop at night. It's so dry here that it drops at night. Just going to try to get the stem of this. There's like a stem that goes down the middle, so I'm trying to get that without getting the outside. And I think it's going to be okay, because I probably will do some melding in. Goodness, I've got orange on my finger still. Messy. Totally messy here. Okay, so I'm going to do the top part. The reason I love this ink mat is because it does, you know, like if I didn't have anything in between the layers here, it would go like through to the back of the t-shirt. And I have done that. My Christmas shirt that I was telling you about, I went through, and fortunately it did not go all the way through. So that's a good thing. This washes off the transfer with water, which is kind of cool. Pretty much when you get done doing this, when I pull this off, there won't be a whole lot in the actual silk part of it, you know, the releases of this. There won't be a whole lot of paint, so, or ink in there. So it kind of comes off with on the shirt, which is nice. But the ink comes off the, you know, transfer really easily. I just wash it in the sink, and we do have board erasers. I like to use those on my transfers. Oops, I went over a little bit. I think that's going to be okay though, because we're gonna do some blending. I'm just starting with the Dune because it is the lightest color. I kind of, when I saw this the first time, I saw this like center part. It looks so much like a frame in the middle. So if you had like a 5x7 frame, I think you could, I can see that this is, I think I'm actually going to take a peek at this and see what it looks like, because, oh, it's not too bad. It actually looks a little orangish. I don't know if you can see that. Just a little corner up. But it's a nice thing about this too. You can set it back down if you don't like it and redo it, or redo an area. Okay, so I've got the Dune on there. And then I want to use Papaya. Papaya is a little, the orange peel is a little bit brighter. And I think we're just going to go, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get yellow on here. That might be the thing. And I might just kind of go from the bottoms with the orange maybe, and I maybe should have dunked that in there. I'm actually being a little bit sloppy with it and letting it go onto some of the parts where I did Dune. I think it's going to be okay. I don't think it's going to be very bright because it is a red t-shirt, so that's going to play into this a lot, I think. And I'm letting it kind of get into these leaves at the bottom. And then I'm doing the acorn. I don't know. I'm making this up as we go. So you can do as I'm doing or not do as I'm doing. But like I said, if you are not already in the club, this is a fun thing to do with the club. And when I started out, it's hard to maybe choose colors, but I started out with like white or black. For me, it was like what it was available at the time. It was like the inks seemed like they ran out when they first came out 4 years ago. So I could only get like couture teal. And I don't know, maybe they didn't even have that many colors. Okay, always be checking your fingers to make sure that you get everything off. And now we're going to use this Bumblebee, I think. Maybe it's brand new too. Oh, it is. I don't remember. I got the Bumblebee because I have that transfer with the mountains and the sun. And I love putting it on a board. And so I was hoping to do, because the sunset with orange and yellow together looks so cool with the sun on it. I like to blend orange and yellow together for that. And so that's why I got it, because I wanted to do a t-shirt with that. I still haven't done that. That would actually be probably pretty. I have another one of these red t-shirts. I know it was, I guess I didn't need a new one. So I'm just going to use a different squeegee. These are our squeegees. I wash those too, just like you would the transfer underwater. And let's see. Oh, I just stuck my hand into the dune and I stuck my hand into the yellow. We're doing great here. This is kind of jelly-like, I think, here. I don't know why. But I want to make sure it gets good coverage here. So I'm going to go a little into the orange here, both kind of smear them together in the middle. And I may take my finger into it here to really give it, I think this is going to be pretty. I don't know. It's just a $1 t-shirt, nothing to sweat about, right? It's all fun. I don't know why that yellow is pretty thick. It's kind of, I maybe needed to mix it up. So always keep your squeegees, reuse them. Those are reusable. Transfers are reusable. Like, I think I kind of want, I don't know, to take a look and see how this looks. Transfers are reusable 8 to 10 times, and if you take really good care, most of them, you know, sometimes you might wear it out a little bit, depending on how rough you are on it. But if you have never tried, hey Sherry, good to see you. You've never tried Chalk Couture, let me know. Just put try down below, because I would love to get a little sample out to you if you've never tried it before. Let's see. I kind of like it. It's kind of pretty. Oh, I'm like, there's no writing. I hadn't gotten there yet. The peel to reveal is always the best part, right? I'm sorry, my arm is in the way. I see a little area there. Orange. Little area of my acorn is not colored in yet. Let's see. That helped it. I'm looking. Oop, that acorn up here didn't get colored either. See if I can get that down. Nice thing about this is you can fix it. It's all fixable, right? Put a little bit orange on there too. There we go. Our acorns are whole. You can see a little of my leaf. It's hard to tell actually my where you've gone or not, because the red t-shirt is kind of blending with it. I think this is going to be pretty. Get the fingers clean so you don't put a spot on it. Oop, I see. It didn't really blend there. There we go. Kind of got chunky there. I'm going to put that back down and actually kind of blend it with my finger because I don't want it to look like that. I want it to blend in nicely. I didn't want like a little chunky spot where I had spread it. Okay, I'm actually kind of pleased. It's kind of subtle. Wasn't expecting it to turn out so nice. Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought it would turn out nice, but I wasn't sure how it was going to look because I was thinking brown, and I don't have brown. And clearly I don't know how to make brown. So there's that. Okay, I will get this turned around. Let me get everything closed up before I make a royal mess of myself and all of my ink here. Ink is permanent. What I'll do is I'll let this dry for 24 hours, and then I'll come back with a piece of parchment paper over the top of it and iron it, and it will be good to go. We have t-shirts that we wash and dry in the dryer even, and nothing has ever come off. I suppose it could if you were too rough on it, but I've never had a problem with anything coming apart. This one's gonna stay there. All right, so we get that out of our way. Get all the inks covered. You do want to pay attention that you don't mix up your inks with your paste. See the difference? Usually ink has white. This does have a black cap. Most of them do have white caps, the inks. So that helps a little, but you don't want to intermix, you know, obviously you don't want to do ink on something, but isn't that pretty? I actually think it's very pretty. Oh, let me get this. I'll hold it up in just a minute. I'm going to get rid of this. Oops. And I've got ink down here. I'm going to set that down there so I don't make a big mess. Because there's nothing worse than doing the whole entire t-shirt and then doing a splotch on another area. Okay, here it is. Isn't that pretty? I think that is so pretty. I love it. What do you guys think? Grateful for this day. Absolutely, we are grateful for this day. I think it's really pretty. So that's it. I mean, seriously, whenever I see t-shirts on sale at the stores, I just pick them up. But now is a good time to get t-shirts. In the spring will be a good time to get long sleeve t-shirts. I also order them from Amazon. It doesn't really matter where you get them. I get them at thrift sales. I just found a gray long sleeve today at the thrift store, and I haven't even gotten a chance to try it on or wash it or anything, but I'll probably be doing some ink on that too, because I like to just change it out and have new stuff. I think it doesn't look too bad. I actually think that orange looks almost brown, doesn't it? So I'm pretty excited. That looks so good. This is September's club transfer, and like I said, if you're interested in learning more about that, the club is, just put club down below and I'll give you the information. Also, if you would like to get your craft supplies at 40% discount, you can join as a designer and be just like me. You could just do your projects, so you could be a hobbyist, or you could build a business like I'm doing. And that costs just $9.99 to activate and become a designer. And the reason I'm telling you that is because I just got off the internet watching our launch for the holiday season, and it's very exciting, and we have some packs that are just for designers that we can get, where we can get one of everything. So if Christmas, holidays, you love to design things and you love to do crafting, you like to make your decor, and you like to give gifts at Christmas time, it's a great time to join because you can get all your stuff at 40% off as a designer. And the 15th at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, the new stuff is going to be available not only to us as designers, but to you as customers as well. So let me know if I can get you a link for that, or if there's something specific you would really, really like to know about, and I will help you out with that. And I think that's it. Thank you so much for joining me, and make sure that you keep on crafting.